Live, local, late breaking. This is Newswatch 12 this morning.
Good morning. The time is 6:30 on September 10th. Welcome to Newswatch 12 this morning. I'm Carlos Murrieta. We first want to turn over to Storm Tracker 12 meteorologist Sarah Kress for a look at our Wednesday. And Sarah, I've been enjoying the cooler weather so much, but would you recommend that it's okay for me to still wear like a sweater or a jacket today?
I definitely would think so today because it is going to be on the cooler side still, and we're tracking more showers. And some good news to start off your morning. Josephine and Jackson counties have been lowered to high fire level dangers as of this morning. So that is now joining Klamath and Lake counties under the same levels, and Curry as of yesterday under your moderate. So that is some good news, especially with this system seeing quite a bit of precipitation. But this morning, most of the region is starting off on the drier side, but we are seeing some showers develop areas east side, maybe a few rumbles of thunder as well. We'll see activity pick up to the east this morning, and then we're tracking the possibility for more scattered shower chances west side later this afternoon. Here's a live look out across this region. Starting off on the cooler side this morning, we're at 46 to Klamath Falls and 47 to Mount Shasta. Medford at 61, Yreka at 53. Calm winds to start off your day. High temperatures are going to be a little bit below normal again today, about 10 to 15 degrees below. We'll see more of those widespread showers. Again, the risk does grow a little bit areas east side into western Siskiyou County today, and some thunderstorms will be possible. Now out the door into the Rogue Valley, we saw that it is a cooler start, but by the time we're into your lunchtime, not really leaving the 60s, and high temperatures will be into the 70s again today. So if you enjoyed the weather the past few days, expect a repeat today, but maybe into the Rogue Valley we'll see a little bit more sunshine worked into the mix. Now this morning we are starting off with good air quality across the whole region. Some improvements have been made to fires burning across the region as well due to that rainfall. So we'll be keeping an eye on it today, getting a little bit more, but those precipitation amounts are going to vary in a few different areas due to the shower-like nature of this system. But we are going to be seeing cooler temperatures again today. I'll go ahead and talk more about timings of these showers and take a closer look at your days to come coming up in your next forecast.
And as temperatures begin to cool and more rain is being seen across our region, fire danger is decreasing across Coos, Curry, Jackson, and Josephine counties. With the decreased fire danger, public restrictions are adjusting accordingly. In Coos, Curry, and western Douglas counties, Coos Forest Protection has already decreased the fire danger to moderate. Now before 1 p.m. and after 8 p.m., you are now allowed to mow dried grass, cut and grind metal, and any other spark-emitting activities. Campfires and any other open fires are only allowed in designated areas, and all other public fire restrictions will remain in effect. And in Jackson and Josephine counties, fire danger has decreased to high starting today, but the industrial fire precaution level will remain at level 2. This means that the general public will be able to use power-driven equipment and other spark-emitting equipment before 10 a.m. and after 8 p.m. Mowing of green lawns will be allowed at any time, and all other fire prevention regulations will remain in effect. And a forest closure is still in place for a part of the Rogue River Siskiyou National Forest as the Moon Complex grows to more than 3,000 acres. Now, firefighters say fires in the complex have remained active despite rainfall, and level 3 evacuations remain in place for the Paradise and Half Moon Lodge areas, but evacuations have been downgraded for the Kelsey Peak fire. The Curry County Sheriff's Office has decreased the level 3 Go Now evacuation order for the area of Rogue River Ranch, Tucker Flat Campground, and the nearby area of Mariel to a level 2 Be Set evacuation. But a level 1 evacuation remains in place in Josephine County. That fire is estimated to be at more than 1,000 acres. And checking back in with the Blue Fire, there are no longer any evacuation orders in place, but evacuation warnings are still in effect. Containment has grown to 18%, as firefighters say the fire likely won't grow because of the rainfall we've been seeing. Crews will continue to take advantage of this cooler weather to make progress on the fire. And evacuations were also downgraded on the Dillon fire, which is now at 71% containment and nearly 12,000 acres. Some evacuation orders remain in place, as well as a forest closure order And a community meeting for both the Blue and Dillon fires will be held tonight at 6 p.m. And California Governor Gavin Newsom says firefighters are joining forces with UC researchers to study cancer risk despite ongoing federal cuts. Now UCLA and UC Davis will be partnering with CAL FIRE to research how occupational exposures among firefighters may increase cancer risk. This project is a sub-study of the California Firefighter Cancer Research Study, backed by nearly $9.7 million in funding from CAL FIRE. This will include 3,500 firefighters from departments across the state over a 2-year period. And a tuna boat was capsized near the Rogue River entrance, killing 2 men and leaving 1 survivor. Officials say the nearest Coast Guard crews had to come from Brookings and North Bend, which is too far away to make a timely rescue. Curry County Commissioner Patrick Hollinger says if the Gold Beach Coast Guard station were still staffed, all 3 men might have survived. He's now calling on state and federal leaders to reinstate seasonal staffing from July through October, the busiest and riskiest months on the water. And police are now urging residents to be aware of their speeds after a Klamath Falls man was arrested for speed racing on Highway 62. Brenton Dewar was in court for 3 counts, including eluding an officer for going 106 in a 45-mile-an-hour zone on Highway 62, the same highway where police say a crash believed to be caused by speeding left 1 person dead and another in critical condition last week.
Driving is a multitasking sport, so you got to be involved, you got to be aware. It's really easy, especially with the current design of vehicles. They're designed to be so quiet and so comfortable that it's easy to lose your awareness of what the speed is. We just ask folks to please be cognizant of that speedometer and around you.
September is Speed Awareness Month, and with a rise in speed-related crashes and citations, law enforcement is urging drivers to slow down and stay mindful of their speed. Dewar will be back on court on Tuesday for a probable cause hearing. And tomorrow, Medford Police will be conducting a targeted pedestrian safety enforcement at the intersection of Poplar Drive and Progress Drive. Police say even though this area is not in a designated school speed zone, this area sees heavy foot traffic by both students and parents. This operation aims to raise awareness of pedestrian safety by enforcing right-of-way laws through the use of a decoy pedestrian. Officers will be looking for drivers who fail to stop and remain stopped for pedestrians in marked or unmarked crosswalks, as well as drivers who pass a stopped vehicle at a crosswalk. Both violations carry a fine of $265. And in the last City Council meeting, the City of Medford approved hundreds of thousands of dollars to fund several local programs, and Newswatch 12's Oscar Rodriguez spoke with some recipients to learn more about what this money will do for them and the greater community.
Medford City Council approved over $600,000 in funding to support local programs here in the city, including the Rogue Rapids, who will be getting $25,000, and the Children's Museum of Southern Oregon, $100,000. The funding comes from the Council and Community Initiative Fund, which is supported by local and state marijuana tax revenues, and these grants are a councilor-supported request.
And it's really nice to have a pool of monies that we can inject directly into projects in the community that surround things that we feel passionate about.
A total of 10 programs were chosen to receive money from the grant. Each one has a different set amount of money that will be given to that organization. Laurel Naverson-Garrity, Vice President of the Rogue Rapids, says the money is able to provide more scholarships to kids through the Sophia Marks Scholarship Program.
We want to make sure that cost is not a barrier to participating in a healthy lifelong sport.
The Children's Museum of Southern Oregon benefits from the grant money as they are able to provide more scholarships and services to families.
There's a big portion of this community that does not have access to early learning services, and this goes a long way in helping provide that to those who otherwise can't.
Both organizations praise the City of Medford for helping several local organizations from this grant.
The Rogue Rapids swim team literally would not be possible without the support of the City of Medford and the Parks and Rec Department.
And the fact that the city steps up and helps with that means that these services are available to all.
From Medford, I'm Oscar Rodriguez.
In a scam alert, according to the Oregon Department of Human Services, EBT cards are increasingly being targeted through electronic scams. Now criminals can use skimming devices to steal card and PIN numbers to purchase food and use cash benefits. To protect your card, the Department of Human Services recommends freezing your card between uses, blocking out-of-state and online purchases, and regularly monitoring your EBT card account actively. If your SNAP benefits have been stolen through electronic theft, cancel your card immediately and report the stolen benefits at your local Department of Human Services branch. And First Interstate Bank gives back to the community as they host their 8th annual Volunteer Day. Now at noon, all First Interstate branches will be closing, enabling the bank's 3,500 employees to spend the remainder of their workday volunteering for local nonprofit organizations surrounding each of their bank locations. In Medford, local employees will be volunteering at the Young Men's Christian Association to spruce up the association's playground equipment.